Hi everyone, I just thought I'd come on here and do a video about the letters found in the Bemba alphabet. Um, so this video I feel is more in line with what I intended for Blessings on a Hill to be, and I just wanted to give people an opportunity, I guess, to learn the language. For whatever reason, some it's curiosity, some it's their language and they want to learn more. Others have never had the opportunity to learn it despite it being their language. There are many other languages in Zambia, many. Um, but this is my language. I am both Bemba and Nsenga. My mom is Bemba, my dad is Nsenga, and I speak Bemba fluently. I can read it, I can write it, but I can't read or write Nsenga. I guess I can sort of read it, but it's harder for me, and I have to really think before I speak it, but I can understand it. So this video is just going to be pretty much uh, about iciBemba, as we call it. We don't call it Bemba, it's iciBemba. Bemba is, I guess, the English version of what the language is. I'll just quickly go through all the letters that are found, and then I'll give you the sound equivalent. So the letters that are present are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, L, M, N, O, P, S, T, U, W, and Y. And sorry, I will be looking at my phone because I'm using my phone to make sure I don't leave out anything. I have my notes on there. So so the sounds that the letters make up, I'll pretty much list now. So it's A makes the same sound as you find in the word apple. Um, so always an sound, always ah, always. B has a special sound that is usually mistaken for V or W. So V or W. That's usually the mistake that most people who don't speak Bemba, who come from a background with not a similar sound in their language, will make. They'll make this mistake, but it's actually a sound. That's the usual sound, except if the B in a word is preceded by an M. So in the word iciBemba, the first B is pronounced V. The second one is a harder B sound, so it's mb. So iciBemba. So those are the two possible sounds. And then C is always a ch sound, always. Sometimes it will be C followed by a vowel. So in the word iciBemba, it's a C followed by I, but it can also be seen with an H attached to it, and that just denotes a change in intonation. So it is iciBemba, and you could have it as ChiBemba. Those mean two different things. One refers to the language, the other one refers to a large body of water. So a really large body of water. And so if you ever see CHI or CHA, it means the intonation is meant to be different. This is also the only time that you see H. It always exists as a letter that accompanies the C. It doesn't exist on its own. I know in other African languages and some Zambian languages the sound does exist, but not in Bemba. So the letters D and G are two special letters as well that only exist if preceded by an N. So the sounds will only be present if there's an N preceding them. You always find them in conjunction with an N. So an example of the D sound is ndi, which means I am. Ndi, I am. And then G is also preceded by an N, but has two possible sounds. So NG will have ng sound, ng. So if it's NGA is pronounced nga, which means if, and if there's an apostrophe after the G, then the sound changes into a softer G sound as you find it in morning. So it would be, an example would be nganda, which means house or home. Nganda, it's nganda, or nga, nganda. So one is nga, which means if, and nganda, which means home. The second one has an apostrophe, the first one doesn't, so that denotes a different sound. E always makes an E sound, as in egg, always an E sound. F is always a F sound, similar to what you have in fish. And like I said, H only accompanies the C. I makes the E sound, as it does in India. India, the country, the same sound is what you get for your I. K makes a K sound, so similar to what you have in cat or kite. So K is the only letter that denotes K, the only one. L is the same sound as in llama, so L, always. M always makes a M sound, like I said, Bemba. Same as in monk, monkey, it's always a M sound. N, same as the English language, Nancy, N, no, it's always an N sound. And then O is an O sound, always an O sound. O, O, O. It's never, even if it's two O's together, it's always an O sound, and I will explain later what it means if there's two O's next to each other. P always makes a P, 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 P sound, always. S, same sound as in snake, S, S, S. So T always makes a T sound, as in tata, which means dad. U makes an U sound, so similar to the sound you get in snooze, it's always an U sound. So U, always an U sound. W makes the same sound as the English language, W, went, W, always. Y makes the same sound as in the English language, and it's similar to yellow, Y, 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 always. So those are the letters that are found in the English, in the Bemba, sorry, not the English, in the Bemba alphabet, and those are the sounds that they make. And some hardcore Bemba speakers who have not been exposed to any other language will usually replace those with like languages, words from other languages that have J, Q, R, V, X, or Z. They'll usually replace them with other sounds from their language. So it would be J would be replaced by Y, Q would be replaced by K, R will be replaced by L, B will replace V, or B and F will usually replace V, and then X will usually be replaced by an S or possibly EK, but an S as well is possible, and then Z will also be replaced by an S. So that is pretty much the letters that are found in the Bemba alphabet, and I hope that this gives you sort of an idea of the letters that, or the sounds, and I'm sure some of you, especially people who might, I guess there's some people who think some of the letters I've actually said are not in the Bemba language. Be surprised, but if you need any clarity and if you think I've made any mistakes, please comment below and let's have a discussion. And then if there are any words that you want to find out about, feel free to ask, and maybe a discussion can get going. So I'll see you later with another video.